Hello. 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 Oh, what the crap? What the crack nugget? What the crack nugget? The crack nugget. What the crack? What the crack nugget? What the crack? Crack nugget? What the big old crack nugget? What the crack? What the big crack? The big old crack, the big old crack nuggets. Oh, welcome, YouTube. Having a little bit of trouble with my sound system, or my Streamlabs. For some reason, just kept first off, wouldn't capture the game, and secondly, it wouldn't capture my audio, so that's weird. Anyway, we're back. That annoying chest is still there. And so, let's see what we were doing last time. I did that. Hunting for a bread recipe. Hey, Lloyd. Hey, Lloyd, back again already? Ha, you're in the mood to chow down on some bread? Not quite. Instead of chowing down, don't you think we have something else to attend to? You sent a request to the special sports section, right? Oh, did I? Please notify any other Oscars on the premises of our arrival. Come on, Oscar. We're on the job here. Ooh, yeah, I remember now. I wanted to see if you guys could help me gather some ingredients for the new kind of bread. Our usual supplier's been running late, so we're kind of low on stock. Ah, gotcha. Well, you certainly can't bake without any ingredients. You could say that again. So you guys lending me a hand? If that's all there is to it, you can leave it to us. That's all there is to it, you can leave it to us, Oscar. What kind of ingredients are you looking for? Well, I've got plenty of butter and flour. I want you to gather 4 pieces of fish fillet and 3 monster eggs, if you're up for the challenge. That's it. We can snatch those right up on the outskirts of the city, no sweat. That's convenient. We'll try gathering them as we deal with our other support requests. I believe, if I'm not correct, yeah, we have those. As you're in for ingredients going. Let's see if I need anything else. Not yet. Okay. So, here you guys are collecting ingredients for Oscar, is that right? So unfair. Oh, what's wrong? Trying to create a new type of bread for the Lloyd Bakery too. Why is Oscar the only one who gets this special sports treatment? Grumbles. She alright? She seems upset overall. I'm not so sure. Well, if you ask me, it sounds like she's big rivals with our buddy Oscar over there. Maybe she's worked up over us giving the competition a hand with his request. Sheesh. So that falls on us? Hold on, is this about... Excuse me, we heard about your delayed delivery. Did you need some help with that? We'd be more than happy to help you with some ingredients too, if you'd like. Really? Then, two monster eggs, please. Try and hurry, okay? I need to finish this spread before Oscar beats me to the punch. Of course, we'll do our best to help. Lloyd weaved his way out of the minefield like a damn natural. He can be surprisingly smooth, can't he? Something up, guys? Nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, you guys. Did you get the ingredients? Excuse me. Here are the ingredients you requested. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, now I can finally take down Oscar once and for all. Figured we should lend her a hand with how rough of a time she's having, but we really just do the right thing here. Yeah, it'll be fine. Competition will just make them better bakers in the long run. How's your run for the ingredients going, Lloyd? Someone order fish fillets and monster eggs? Thanks, you guys really saved my hide. Y'all can count on you, Lloyd. You always had my back when I've been in troubles, ever since we were kids. You telling me Lloyd's always been like this? Figures. I assumed he was, judging by his overly soft-hearted nature. Let's cut him some slack. We are talking about Lloyd Bannings here. Oh no, I deserve all this backhanded compliments. Come on, loosen up. Thursday ain't your good guy, that's all. Oh hey, you should try out some of the bread I baked today. They're on the house today. Appreciate it, Oscar. We'll make sure to pick up a loaf out of a loaf later. Going to head out now. Good luck with your apprenticeship. Don't eat it. It'll be a piece of cake. Wah! A piece of cake. Hey, he works at a bakery. Hey, I heard how you guys gathered up some much ingredients for us. Excellent. Thanks for really lending us a hand. Now we can focus all our attention on baking. No problem. Don't hesitate to contact us if you need any more help. We won't even break a sweat. That sounds promising. You seem like a dependable bunch. Alright, I may just have to take you up on that in the future. I love this. I have this friend who's, let's just say, eccentric. She's always on the move, skipping down the second she can to roam all over the place. I came down this way to hang out with her today, but she's already long gone. Welcome. Per usual, the only thing there is the rest here is the dough. You're all here earlier than normal. Any particular reason? At any rate, we're here because we have some work to take care of. Always up bright and early too, aren't you, Oscar? But I suppose that's par for the course as a baker. Good morning, Oscar. Must be nice working at a bakery that smells this lovely. You know it, that's the smell of our new... It's the smell of our new monthly bread. There's some on the shelf over there. Now's the best time to have some. They're like a slice of pure heaven when they're fresh. Let's see. Colorful tomato burgers are excellent, I'd say. Alright, well, let's see what else we have on the docket. Oh yeah, we have my favorite relaxation spot. Talked down at Nilda. Accomplished quite the feat the other day, didn't we? I didn't expect you to go along with the Testament's leader plan to lure them out. Yeah. Color me impressed. Huh? How'd you know about that? Unless did Grace decide to turn the case into an article after all? Yeah. Oh, I didn't read about it. You do know about informants, don't you? With the right amount of Mira, you can get just about any information you like. Informants? Leave it a Crossbell to have a bunch of sketchy jobs like that. There is a whole bunch of fancy stuff that costs an arm and a leg, as you can see. We won't be getting that until slightly later. Hey, you brats. Got some business here or something? Oh, what's this? A police badge? This is the ones that caught Fabio and the others. For real? Screwing with me, right? They're just a bunch of kids. Pretty safe to assume this building belongs to the Mafia. I think we should leave. It'd be a bad idea to provoke them. Hey, how you doing? Looks like there's plenty of tourists out here today. I gotta do everything I can to reel them in. That way the customers will be happy, and so will I. Everyone wins, yeah? How about it, guys? Let's all become happy together. Ha ha ha. Durante. A few patrons got a little too drunk recently and started complaining loudly about your job. They mentioned messing up something downtown. It'd be better if they didn't talk where other people can hear them. Are they members of Ravash? I couldn't say. But we get a lot of patrons like that, to tell you the truth. Wow, is it morning already? Let me sleep in just a few more minutes. I don't know if I explored this last time. Yeah, I did. But let's see if there are any. I already get the darts. Believe I did. Serious apologies, but Arkansas has a performance starting at 6 p.m. If you're a fan, we would appreciate it if you would return at a later time. Sorry, sir. Didn't intend to come here unannounced. Arkansas is an incredibly famous troupe. Didn't think we should follow them if we don't have any business here. Let's not get too pushy now. We'll be dealing with them later. Alright, now it's time to see if I got the oh. I could do that right now. Faye lives on West Street. Sorry. Cassie Apartments. Detective Raymond. Let's go and see Raymond. Ramon. Let's see, here are the roster sheets, and you're supposed to use the meeting room upstairs where the first division went and took it for themselves. Guys always do whatever they want. It's like the rest of us might not even be here. Alright then, I think it's about time to get started. 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? They aren't all here? They changed the location of today's meeting at the last minute, and now no one's here at all. Everyone go to the meeting room on the second floor or something? Hey, what are you guys? You open that pretty early today, aren't you? Yeah, we got a busy day on our hands. We got a meeting this morning, right? That's right, they're determining everyone's patrol rights. The Metropolitan Division. It's been a month since I joined the CPD, so they think it's about time to throw me in the thick of things. My superiors are getting pretty giddy about it. Good luck, man. Seems like things are just as busy on your end. Thanks, you hang in there alright. Can't imagine you guys have it pretty rough. Just know that I'm rooting for you, from one rookie to another. Hey, good to see you guys. You guys still going hard at those support requests you do all the time? Yeah, I'd say so, huh? How's everyone on the 2nd Division doing these days? We ain't doing too poorly ourselves. We got a few cases on our hands, but progress is kind of slow. Ultimately, all we can do is stay diligent and take it one case at a time. Yeah, definitely. That's the best way to handle an investigation. How's it going, Detective Raymond? Oh, if it isn't the Triple S, you guys get some business at the HQ to tend to? Heh. I'll admit, you got guys playing dumb like this? If we be fooled by your little act. But we see right through you, Raymond. The real culprit here is you! Oh, what? Andy, fill it with the pranks, okay? Not even clever. Oh, come on. Oh, please, officer. I had to pull that one out at least once in my life, you know? What's this about? Sorry about that, Detective Raymond. We're here because of a request from the library. You wouldn't happen to have an overdue library book, would you? Aw, crap. Well, you mentioned it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have one. Yeah, yeah. So, Detective Raymond, did you perhaps misplace this book of yours? No, I don't think so. Why the uncertainty thing? I'll go look for it. Phew. Managed to find it. Here you go. Phew, thank goodness. That's us in suspense for there, Raymond. I have to ask, what inspired you to check out this particular book? My knowledge is a pretty extensive account of historic female figures and the incredible feats they've accomplished. Yeah, well, when I saw the title, I thought I was checking out a photo album with a bunch of hot chicks from across Canada. After I cracked the thing open and realized it was definitely not that, I kinda just left it in my drawer and forgot about it. I do not think the library is the right place to search for that kind of book. Well, we got the book back, so all's well that ends well. We appreciate your cooperation, Detective Raymond. Anytime, guys. And with that, we can read this before we turn it in. Preface: the study of these great moves. Erebonian Empire. The Iron Sandlot. Valkyrie who led the Eisenritter in battle. Galvauder Crop. Sheena Dirk. Activism behind the Democratic Revolution. Liberal Kingdom. Alicia II. From 100 Days War to Non-Aggression Pact. Figure. A term that applies to the shape of something When describing a woman, it may often be used to refer to her physical appearance. In this book, a different meaning is intended. A person who is influential or distinctive in some way. The influence of these great women who have proudly followed their convictions continue to inspire and captivate others to this day. We shall trace the history of these figures who have shaped this continent and pave the way for many other capable women to do the same. Oh, and I forgot to read the Back Alley Dr. Glenn. Chapter 1. Go around and talk to people. Allow me to give you a rundown of this finance. There are two facilities within City Hall. Reception Hall is to your left, and the Crossbell building is to your right. Most people in Crossbell are familiar with the Reception Hall, thanks to all the special events we held there. Yeah, that's what this chain is guarding. Oh, I can't see why we can't just step over it. The hallway on the left leads to the west wing of City Hall. And this door here is where you can find the mayor's office. Conversely, the other hallway leads to the east wing. You find the speaker's office behind the door to the right. Both men are important politicians that hold massive amounts of influence internationally. Appears to be locked. I think we don't get to explore that until Azure.
Let's see, first
And this, the lady we talked to get the fruit juice. Then we want to go in here. The apartments. Hazel hasn't come back from the downtown district yet. And when I contacted the hospital, they said he had already been discharged. I knew it. The only way to get him to come home was for me to drag him back myself. Hey, come on. Let's pretend to be bracers. Ha! Take this and that. Yeah, bracers are invincible. You say that now. Excuse me, Mrs. Seeker. Do you have a moment? Oh, yes. How may I help you? We've been here because of historic lectures we received from the city's library. Are you borrowing any books from the library that you've yet to return? Oh, I am. I completely forgot about it. Oh dear, I'm afraid this book is long overdue by now, isn't it? It appears that she had a mere lapse in memory. I suppose I'm becoming more forgetful with age. I'm sure Noelle wouldn't let me hear the end of it. I know. Anyway, please wait here for a moment while I get it for you. This should be the one. Mark and the Witch Part 1. Oh, this book. That's the Mademoiselle. You ready? Yes, actually. It's one of the most popular fairy tales at the library. Whenever my neighbor Serena goes to work, she tries to ask if I can watch over her little brother, Huguet. So I thought that this might be a fun idea to read books together, which led me to this one. I'm glad he was so taken in by it. Oh really? I want to read it now too. Well, thank you very much for your cooperation, man. Oh, not at all. The pleasure was mine. Believe me, I'll be sure to return my books on time from now on. couple of young tenants moved in next door recently. When I went to greet them, I was met by an energetic young woman with twin tails and a quiet black-haired young man. Seem to recall them claiming that they're bracers. I would imagine they're a reliable pair of youngsters. Sounds like Capon's gone off and bagged himself another big one. Gotta put a stop to this man beater. Keeps making us look like chumps. I agree, already getting it. What do we say we unleash our true power during tonight's fishing session? I don't remember doing, like, most of this. Ah, yes. What's called Easy Fish Dishes on the show. Looks like you can get that recipe whenever you want. Oh. Can't just talk to the guy by himself. Hello. Ah, random house. What a nice group of youthful people we got here. Are you all going out for a trip? Yes, ma'am, we got some business to take care of in our Marika village. My, that's quite the journey. Oh, have an idea? Why don't you take this all with you? Oh, this is some kind of iced lemonade you gave me on the train. Indeed it is. Remember to drink some while you're on the road if you feel dehydrated, okay? Ah, roger that, ma'am. Despite what you may think, the merchants in Crossbell actually do more than butt heads. The merchants on East Street are always been part of a network of sorts where we help each other out. We don't intend to found one, but before we know it, people had begun calling us across business owners association. The boa. Constrictor. Ouch! Hurt my dang fingers again. So it's just the life of a craftsman at times. Putting your blood, sweat, and tears into a piece is a bit more literal than usual. You know, it's not like I seriously injured myself every single time I make something. Even veterans manage to get hurt every once in a while, you know? Let's see what we can buy here. Evasion +5. East Street is home to an organization known as the Business Owners Association. They used to negotiate for the shopkeepers' side. Now they're essentially representatives for the entire area. They cross-bell and trade other fortunes by participating in international trade and services. You'll find everyone on East Street that approves of this kind of thing. Let's see what we can get here. Oh yeah, I forgot to give you a pointer on the recipes. See that? That's the recipe. And that is the person who's most likely to make a really good dish. So let's say I keep using Randy until he makes a supreme dish. Now we can go over here. That looks like we already now I must go to West Street again. try. Get to West Street the back way. And we're going to get the book. From the Bellheim, so Mr. Fay. Bellheim are these. You can see there's a bell on there. Doesn't seem like Fay is in right now. Maybe I'll try asking Pansy. Hey there, Pansy. Is your dad busy working today? Oh, you're Wendy's friends, aren't you? Did you need something? Yes, actually, I want to ask your dad a quick question if he's around. Doesn't look like he is. Oh, Dad, he's off on a business trip. He won't be back for another 2 months. Sounds like we're out of luck then. Yeah, I'm not about to go start going through this stuff without permission. Are you guys looking for something? Yes, we're here to retrieve a book your father borrowed from the library. Do you recall him making any mention of it? Is it the one I'm reading right now? Mind if I take a look at it? I can check to see if it is. Sure. It's got a stamp for the library. That's probably the one. Oh, phooey. Seriously, Dad, I can't believe you leave it on a business trip without returning your book. Sorry about that. Do you mind taking the book back for me? Are you sure? You did say you were in the middle of reading it. I believe you can apply for an extension at the library's front desk. No, it's okay. I just kind of looking through it. It's actually pretty boring. I mean, did you even read the title? Oh yeah, let's see. Train Fanatic Rex. Yeah, that sounds like some niche literature to me. I bet Dad borrowed it to try and get me interested in becoming a railway engineer. I'm not going to fall for his tricks that easily. No sirree. So yeah, feel free to return it for me. Sure thing. Thanks for helping us out. Now I will read those 2 books to you. Once upon a time, in a certain farming village, there lived a boy named Mark. Mark's father was an adventurer. When he came home, he would tell grand stories of the places he visited. Mark respected his father and retold the other children in the village's father's stories as well. While the children lived in such a remote village, adventure stories were very exciting, and everyone took a liking to Mike's stories. On one such occasion, Mark began such a tale. Today I want to tell you about the witch that my father met. To the north of Mark's village lies a great forest, where a witch is said to dwell. His father told him that he had met this witch deep within the forest, that listening children imagined what the witch looked like, and what magic she would use. Then they began asking Mark questions. Mark faithfully answered each one in turn, but one boy suddenly declared, all your stories are lies, they gotta be. This boy, Ron, was known to be a bit of a bully. He always looked for faults in the stories Mark told, and Mark always got mad when the credibility of his father's adventures was disputed. There's no way my dad would lie about this. Oh yeah? Then show us the witch. Bring her here. Mark angrily grabbed hold of Ron. The two began to scuffle, drawing the attention of some nearby adults, who broke up the fight. Though the scrap had been settled, Mark's anger had not. That night, Mark mulled over his words and his reaction for that day, and he made up his mind. Yeah, Sinclair. I'd show Ron. He would show that his beloved father was not a liar. He fetched the torn cloak his father had left behind, put a loaf of bread in a backpack, and rushed out of the house. I'll find the witch and bring her back. I'll show Ron who's a liar around here. Relying only on the adventurous spirit he inherited from his father, Mark ran towards the forest in the dead of night. The shadowy forest was eerie. Every tree rustled as the wind blew. Far in the distance, the sounds of howling monsters could be heard at times. Mark trembled as he continued. As his father's story went, the witch would have a small hut somewhere deep in the forest. No matter how much Mark explored, he saw no signs of it. He started a journey bursting with energy, but his pace slowed as he became more tired. As pace slowed, he found himself becoming more tired. Eventually, he found himself lost. I wonder if the witch actually really exists. Mark began losing faith. He became more tired and lost. Is something wrong? Startled, Mark turned to face the sudden voice. There had been nothing there moments ago, but now there stood a black-robed girl. She appeared to be at the same age of Mark. Mark did not know any kids from this village that looked like him. Who are you? Mark stammered. He thought it very strange for a girl to be out here with this late man. I'm Anna. I'm a witch who lives in this forest. Train lovers far and wide, I express to you my utmost gratitude for picking up this. The long tracks across the continent were laid out 20 years ago as a convenient transportation system for large countries such as the Arbonian Empire and the Calvad Republic. Now the railway has become an immensely important technology that people cannot do without. As rails slowly proliferate, so will the fans. We are they, the train fanatics. Terrain fanatic refers respectfully to people who either love the look of a vehicle whose years of use have gently eroded the polish of its exterior, to people who simply enjoy the act of riding in the comfort of the cabin, or to people who find satisfaction in the carefully calculated, planned out service schedules characteristic of the public locomotive. Details. The best way is that fanaticism can be indulged in order to honor all our forefathers, who have painstakingly developed it over the many months and years. It's aimed at any and all beginner, train-loving enthusiasts, and designed to cultivate and motivate the newly awakened fanatics in exploring the fine beasts of steel and thunder in the way that is suited for each individual. I beg of you, dear reader, do not lose sight of your adoration and admiration. Please enjoy this book at your leisure. May the radiance of the railway be with you. And with that, we turned in 3 books. Or we read the 3 books. Let me see how, well, if it isn't Lloyd and Shins. Haven't seen you in quite some time. How's everything at work going well? Haha, it's alright, I guess. Nothing more than a bunch of chores. Oh, don't sweat it. Everyone starts off doing the grunt work. I'm sure everything will turn out okay as long as you give it your all. I'm sure God is watching over you too. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for the encouragement, Auntie Lady. Auntie Lady. I'm heading to the Times department store to wholesale some goods. I found a new item to invest in, so I have to go write a good pitch for it. There are plenty of other wholesalers, all competing to get their wares into department stores, so I can't afford to get away. And with that, I think we will first check make sure that all of them have been completed. Oh, do look. Yes. Everything is kosher with this quest. Oh, you're back. You able to connect all the overdue books already? Sure did. Yeah. Great, looks like you managed to collect all 3 of them in one piece. Thanks again. I'm glad to have a group of reliable folks like you to count on. We're happy to hear that. I believe this completes your request. Sure does. Thank you so much. I just have to reach out to you guys again in the future. Anytime, we're always ready to help. Okay, so now just time to go to Armorica Village, which means we want to go west. Or you want to go east out of the city. Which means we can drop off another thing like that. East Crossbell Highway. Let us check. We're looking for the Acerbic Tomatarian. I believe. Ah, chest. Cherubim, we also want to be on the lookout. Ah, goddess, it hurts. The grass is clipping right through me. Haha. Oh, that's a good one. Space up a Thompson. There's another chest. Welcome to the Crossbell Watchtower. We don't know what it's for either. Why, it's for watching stuff, obviously. Can do that, but I'm in the mood to show you guys a few of these monsters. Because as we do this, we'll Silver brooch. I thought you were supposed to serve the people, and here you are helping yourself. Here's another one. We're just looking for chests now as we explore the wider expanses of the Crossbell region. What was that? System. Record. Ah, so 2,000 enemies. We're almost there. Contents of this chest brought to you by the International Bank of Carlsbad. Visit us for premium stuff at the exchange rates. I believe this was the screen where you can get the Tomatarian. Generally. Another 10 fire serpent, which is always good. Steel wrist. Can you feel how hard this chest is? I could bench press your entire party. Like we've hit a fork in the road. Pretty sure we have to go north in order to reach our market village. Yep, the road on the left will take us there. This is a lot tougher than I thought it'd be. Agreed, I had not anticipated how strenuous the hike was. Monsters running around the highway aren't helping either. You two look like you're about to pass out. Sounds like it's time we took a breather. What do you say, ladies? No, I think I'll be fine. What about you two? Much I would love to admit defeat right about now. I was the one who suggested we walk, so I must persevere. Well, as long as you're okay with it. Just remember that you can't take much more of this. You can always ask good old Randy for a piggy there. Or would you rather ride on my shoulders? Pass. I do not wish to be treated like a child. Furthermore, I doubt you'd be satisfied with someone of my stature riding your back, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, sure enough, I'd rather have a chick with a little up. Wait a sec. Don't make me out to be some sort of weirdo. I was just trying to be nice. Hee. She got you hook, line, and sinker, Randy. Always. Anyway, let's keep going. Be surprised if we don't run into more monsters, so let's take it slow and steady. Don't be afraid to let us know if you need to take a break, too, alright? Roger. I'm pretty sure this way leads to Tangram Gate. Yep, right along with the Calvardian border. Tangram is also where the CGS Deputy Commander takes up post. Is that so? I was unaware. So avoid any detours for today. You got it. Savory pinion. Okay. Ah, yes. The Shining Palms, as they were in the last game, they give an excellent amount of Sepith. Ah. Yes. I'll scope. Heck, I don't get any. And we got one of the two objects. We need to complete our combat book. As you can see, as you saw, now let's see if there's anything on the old Armarca road that we haven't gotten. Nope, we got everything. Next time, I'm using a lock. That is where we get the Spartacus scans. Is this chest half full or half empty? Yeah, it's completely empty. Ow. Looks like I wasn't mistaken. There are a few enemies that I haven't gotten a hold of yet. necklace is just as empty, and exercises its right to remain silent. Oh, good timing. Oh, rest area, eh? Really? Oh, thank you, it is. How about we take a break here? Can you admire the view while we catch our breath? Sound good? Yes, I could definitely use a break. To be honest, that would be ideal. Sounds like a plan. I'm always game to kick back and take a load off. Ah, what a nice breeze. I finally feel like I've caught my breath. Me too. Now at this rate, I'm likely to fall asleep. Ah, I know how you feel. Really glad we got this lemonade now. It helped perk me up a bit. You and me both. Watching the ice melt, I couldn't help but chug mine down in one gulp. Yes, it was the perfect cold drink for a hot day like this. Should really go back and thank her when we have the opportunity. It really is a great view of the countryside, isn't it? Almost feels as if we taken straight out of a fairy tale. For real. All the old ruins scattered around here really do add to the vibe. I bet history buffs would have a field day here. Indeed, I believe most of them were built during the Middle Ages. I've sat untouched since then. Come to think of it, I recall being told this a while back. This whole area served as a massive battlefield. A battlefield here? Yes, the result of the many wars between Erebony and Calvars. Heard the ancient battlefield is nearby as well. The ancient battlefield? Yeah, sounds pretty interesting. Don't come here too often. So you guys want to go check it out? Now's not a really good time, given we're already behind schedule. Yeah, we should leave that for another day. Brandy, please do not try and rope us in on your slacking. Hey, what's the matter with you guys? You're way too young to have no sense of adventure. Heard Crossbellians never left the city, but I really didn't believe it until now. You telling me you seriously never got the itch to just go out there and spread your wings in the great outdoors? Not really. People who grew up in the city usually don't feel the need to go anywhere else. Almost everything you could ever want is right there anyway. Crossbell has always been a trade city. So far, for the most part, we've had access to any goods we might need. Further, most international travel these days is done by airship or train. And recently, cars and orbital buses are available to take us wherever we need. Honestly, it's been quite some time since I walked this far. No, I was not raised in Crossbell. I can certainly relate. I was living in one of the Foundation's research labs for the past few months, so it has been some time since I last walked this much. Modern conveniences really are turning us into a bunch of lazy bums, huh? You, on the other hand, Lloyd, you look like you still got plenty of energy to spare. Well, I owe that to the Police Academy survival and fitness training. Still, my stamina doesn't hold a candle to yours, Randy. All that training with the CGF must have really paid off. You haven't even broken a sweat yet. Yeah, probably just used to running everywhere. Oh, hey. Looks like it's back. That must be the bus making its return to the TC. The woman and I are sorely tempted to stop the driver so I could go back home. If you did that, then you'd have walked all this way for nothing. Come on, guys. On the final stretch now. Just a little bit more and we'll be at the village. I hope so. Fine. Let's get this show on the road, ladies. I believe in ya. There is a fishing spot right there. So we're gonna get our fishing poles. Ah, right. We get them in our Marca. Now we can enjoy another pastime this game has. But while we're at it, What the heck? Looks like I didn't get everything in there. How did I miss the salsa? We're about halfway there. New material. A bracer robbing a chest? I can understand. But a cup? That's low, man. Sure, you stole it from me, but it's all water under the bridge now. Growing up, I always wanted to be a dancer. My father made me take up boxing now. See, this is why you fight everything. Just so you can get the way to the ancient battlefield. Yeah. Right there. Hope your pockets are now loaded with Sepith. Sorry, my smoke alarm is going off. Oh, one of these. See these? In a normal playthrough, you want to avoid them until later. Generally. But right now, you're fine going up there. Don't really need to use the S-Craft on these, but I feel like it. Just so you get them all out of the way. Yep. I'd put a joke about law enforcement here, but it'd be a bit of a cop-out. What? Dead jokes for the win. Phew. Amorica Village. We finally made it. LA to you? How are you having it? I'm doing fine. That break really helped. I'm also alive, by some miracle. Must admit, though, this village is quite beautiful. A rural village surrounded by fields of blooming flowers. It's absolutely breathtaking. There's an irresistibly sweet smell in the air. Is that honey? Yeah, I can smell it too. Looks like there's a apiary over that way. According to the database, the honey from Armorica Village is one of the area's specialties. Due to its quality, the demand for Armorican honey is quite high, so it's exported all across the area. Yeah, I believe it. I see it being sold in the grocery stores and markets. This is where it comes from. That's right. It's quite a different feeling experiencing something firsthand rather than simply reading about it in books. Ellie, is everything okay? Oh, don't mind me. More importantly, at a glance, this village seems so tranquil. It's almost hard to believe it recently fell victim to a monster attack. How do you mean? Looking around, all I see is a carefree, happy village. Well, based on the CGF's report, they first spoke to the village chief for details on the incident. Okay, let's do the same. If anyone here is up to date on the situation, it'll be him. Where's he live, though? I suppose we'll need to ask around. Oh, you guys from Crossbill City? Doesn't seem right, considering the bus just left a few moments ago. Huh, you walked here? These city folks must all be crazy. The magnificent views you can find here are, in my opinion, some of the best treats Armorica has to offer. I'm getting sleepy. I wonder if anyone would notice if I stuck into the barn and took a quick nap. Probably sneak into your bed and take a quick nap. Wouldn't be too much of a problem. And this place is too cheery. Just plain dull. What I wouldn't give for something crazy to happen like last time. What the heck are you guys? Yeah, police officers? Can't tell if a complete lack of recognition is better or worse than a typical response we get. Police! I remember that now. What do they do again? The crystal-like gleam of the water, the shadows of the fish outlined by the bright sunlight. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Going to see the Ash Tree Inn. The Ash Tree Inn. So, we want to examine this poster over here. Ash Tree Inn, recommended special, rustic omelet, right. And we have that. Celia is just so adorable. Her smile gives me life. Welcome, good to have you in. Oh, it's the first time visitors I see. Caught us during our slow hour. Take your time to look over the menu, okay? Alright now. I've seated my appetite with a big meal. I think it's time to drop my line and see what bites. Welcome to the Ashtree Inn. Care for a drink?
From what I can see, you look dead tired. Don't go over here, so you know what? How about a bite to eat? You wake up something simple in no time flat.
Again, sorry about the low battery alarm going off. Hope it's not what I think it is, because I just had to replace one in my basement. Oh, did you come from the city too? I see. My son and I have been staying at Armorica Village for a while now. A calm place, free from hustle and bustle of the city. That is the life we've hoped for. Maybe we should move here officially after all. Stupid fields as far as the eye can see. After I move, I'd much rather live in Michelin. Yep, we already did that. There's usually something happening at the end. This time it's the, Rayweir?
Morning! Welcome to Rayweir General Store. Oh, bit not tongue. Oh, sorry. Welcome to Rayweir General Store. Feel free to look around. Gramps can be downright evil sometimes. Me working the counter? Unbelievable. Get where I'm coming from, right? Oops, I'm probably a little lying. Sorry about that. Let's see what we can get here. Should get the model of our Orbital car. Red pepper. 5 more of those. I have 99. Antidote. Oh, you folks are looking for anything? Recommend the honey, Armorica's specialty. Buy as much as you like. There's usually always something happening at Rayweir. There is no booty in here. Not going to quite go up there. Already talked to her. Looking for that barn she was talking about. Things keep going like this, I don't know how long the village will last. What, can't you see that I'm busy? Oh, you have business with Chitulta? His house is right over there. You have business with Chitulta right there. His house is right over there. He has a guest. We should be wrapping up around now. Ah. There it is. The barn. That's the chest. EP Cut 1. You're really going to take the EP Cut 1? Haven't the Armoricans been through enough? It was a pleasure doing business with you. Thank you for your continued support. Yes, and thanks to you. Are you sure the price is okay on your end? It's 20% more than what the other merchants paid.
Well, you can't just take that as a sign of how highly prized this village specialty is. I assure you I'll be making plenty of profit. There's no need to worry about me. Glad to hear it. Always a pleasure to work with you. And feel free to bring your wife and son here with you the next time you visit.
The whole family's welcome in Armorka anytime.
Haha, I think I'll do just that. Take care, Chief Chilta. I'm sure I'll be back soon.
Yes, until next time.
Oh, pardon me. That man just now. He seemed to be a merchant. In the event, seems like we found the chief's house.
And who might you be?
Pardon the intrusion. Are you the chief of this village, perhaps?
Indeed I am. My name's Stolten. Are you folks tourists?
No, sir. We're here to investigate the recent monster attacks on the village.
Ah, yes, the whole issue. The folks over at the Guardian Force have stopped by a few times already. Fortunately, they couldn't find any conclusive leads. However, I'm full of confidence now that all of you are on the job.
This sudden optimism is familiar. Yep, same misunderstanding as usual. I'm past the point where it surprises me anymore.
Sorry, sir. Should have been more clear.
About what?
Despite what you may be thinking, we aren't from the Bracer Village. We're from the Crossbell Police Department, Special Sports Section. I see, looking at you, I would have never guessed you were with the police department. I apologize for misunderstanding. The police rarely visit Armorka Village, so I can't say I was expecting this. On the other hand, we have seen a number of bracers come through our gates, following Arios' example.
Ah, you don't say. Man, I gotta be busy 24/7 and still have the time to pop in to check up on him. Anyway, Chief Chilta, as we explained, we've come here as part of our investigation into the monster attacks. If you don't mind, could we have you give us the details?
Of course, let me think. Happened about 3 weeks ago, on the night of the new moon. A pack of monsters snuck into our village, laying waste to any crops they could find. Fruit, wheat, even our livestock was hit. Every household in the village was affected by it to some degree.
There were no eyewitnesses, correct?
Yes, unlike the rowdy folks in the city, people here tend to go to sleep earlier. After all, we need to be up with the roosters for our farm work, so by that time of night, most of us are already fast asleep. It was when we woke up the next morning that we found the paw prints and damage. Monsters had left in their wake.
I see. Is that how you were able to identify them as wolf-like monsters?
That's right. The paw prints they left were unmistakable. Fortunately, the CGF just happened to be patrolling by the village later that day. Once we informed them about the attack, they conducted a search of the perimeter just to be safe.
Yet they didn't find a single trace of the monster, just as is written in the CGS report.
Indeed so. May have been 3 weeks since then, and we haven't had another attack since. To be honest, I thought this was a one-time issue. Sorry to hear that the other locations have been attacked as well.
So are we. You're noticing on the way that this whole village looks pretty peaceful for a place that got raided by monsters not that long ago. Weren't your losses pretty heavy?
No. It's not as bad as you think. While it is true that nearly every household was affected, the damage to each of them was relatively light.
Really? I thought it was much worse.
This is merely a rough estimate, but I'd wager the total loss was around 100,000 lira. Still, a loss is a loss. It was a stressful time for the village. Thankfully, we were able to strike a business deal that'll help us recover. Happy to say that we've finally been able to break even from our losses now.
A business deal? Was it your guest that just left?
That's right. The trader from the city. Over the past few years, we've maintained a healthy business relationship. After hearing about the damages, he increased his offers by a wide margin. Bless his soul. You don't see that kind of generosity too often in people.
Sounds like a kind man. A trader, huh? That explains his fancy getup. Threads like that don't come cheap.
Yes, well, considering the state Crossbell is in, these damages are the least of our worries.
Chief Chilta. Sorry, could you explain?
Oops, looks like I got caught up in the moment. My apologies, don't worry about all that nonsense.
Hey now, Chief. You can't just leave us hanging like that. Drop a juicy tidbit like that in front of us, and of course we're gonna want to know more. Agreed. I do not appreciate being left in the dark.
Haha, I suppose I understand what you mean. The ramblings of an old man may not be all that interesting to young people like yourselves, but if you're still curious.
Yes, sir. Please tell us everything you know. At this point, any information at all might be able to help our investigation.
Well, if you insist. Have you ever heard of the Divine Wolves?
Divine wolves? As in, wolves with divine power? I do not believe such a term exists in the database.
Just as I thought. The legend might be long lost in the city. A shame, really.
Sorry, but what exactly is a divine wolf? I don't think I've ever heard the term before.
Divine wolves are an ancient species of beasts that once resided in Crossbell. Stories describe them as wolves with full fur as white as snow.
You don't mean these divine wolves be the culprits behind Armorica's village's damage?
There's no evidence for it, of course, but personally I wouldn't be surprised if they were. You see, the old legend mentioned that these divine wolves are not ordinary creatures, but holy beasts sent by Adios herself. Long ago, the land of Crossbell was a place rife with conflict and drenched in blood. As the divine wolves watched the foolishness of man play out before them, they would occasionally help the weak or injured. At least that's how the legend goes.
Can't believe I'd never heard this before. Something about this sounds familiar. I think I read a fairy tale about a white wolf when I was a little kid. If I remember right, they had a book like that in the library.
Yes, I've no doubt the legend of the Divine Wolves serves as a basis for that particular fairy tale. As I'm sure you are all aware, Crossbell has undergone drastic changes in the past few decades. Once it became the center of trade in Zemuria, being influenced by both the Empire and Republic, Crossbell began to forget its own past. And with that, the Divine Wolves slowly vanished.
Huh. Sounds like they just got fed up with our bullcrap. Can't say I blame them.
Man. Those are my thoughts exactly. It's hard to say for certain what the Divine Wolves' true intentions are. If they have returned after all this time, I can only imagine it would be to warn us of things to come.
How would you think that?
Maybe out of place to say. I feel Crossbell City has been developing too rapidly and too aggressively. Last time I took a bus down to visit, all those changes left my jaw on the floor. It's as if people are so caught up living in the moment, they no longer have the time to remember the past. That's how I see it anyway.
I don't know what to say.
Oh dear, I wasn't intending to lambaste you poor kids with a sermon. I just think it's possible that this attack might have been a warning from the returning Divine Wolves. It's one way of interpreting things, I suppose. But it looks to me like you all took the story a bit too seriously. Please ignore me. Is there nothing more than the ramblings of an old man who doesn't know when to stop talking?
Oh no, sir, not at all. That was very valuable information. I think we may be able to tackle this case from a new angle now.
I guess it was worth it then. Well, back to the subject at hand. Came here to conduct an investigation, right? Is there anything else I can do to assist you?
Yes, actually. May we have your permission to ask the villagers about the incident?
As long as it's you four, it shouldn't have to be a problem. It's about noon too. Perfect. Most people should be getting back from their farm work right about this time.
Okay, it's time to go and...
Just like my husband I was fast asleep on the beast attack. I'm sorry, I wish I could be more help to you. I have an idea. Why don't you ask the people who live near where the brunt of the damage was?
Divine wolves, eh? Who knew we'd be adding some legendary beasties to our list of suspects? Right. Fortunately, we can't confirm or deny their existence at the moment. But it's something to keep in mind as we continue our investigation. What a very Lloyd things to say. At the very least, the paw prints found at the scene of the crime confirm the presence of some sort of adult wolf-like beast. They somehow managed to vanish without a trace. Does not make sense. They left paw prints. You'd normally be able to follow them back to their origin. Right. Chalk that up to another mystery. Dealing with something that was able to elude the CGS investigators.
Well, for all we know, they ought to just slunk off through some secret path in the woods. So no use straining your brain out until we get more details, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Alright, let's start with gathering whatever intel we can around here. And considering it's already noon, might as well grab lunch while we're here too. Hee hee, can't wait. That hike really stirred up my appetite. Same here. Oh, I was up for some grub. I'll head on over to the inn and see what info we can find on the way. Well, that alarm is bugging me and it's probably bugging you guys, so unlike our usual time, I will save here. And with that, I will bid you guys adieu. See ya.